And as I've said before, when prices are high and you can make money, feel free to do it. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to game number 1, our best of 3 series. Hopefully a real series this time. Between blues and black magic. Attempting to cleanse the palate of that last particular series for any of you watching VODs. Feel free to check that out, PB Head. Up against Fox. It was something. Philithanic's still here with us.
Hi.
Doing commentary. This map seems a lot more generous.
It is
than
a
the
lot
other
more
ones, I gotta
generous. I'm noticing this scientist spot down on the southwest side of New Chicago. So I'm very tempted there. You're next to pretty much everything you need. Close by silicon, aluminum, water, iron. So I'm kind of surprised that hasn't gone just yet. But that's probably because there are other decent spots around the map that you could also take. There are plenty of iron patches, not much carbon, so I don't think we'll see any scavenger play. Blackmagic going, both players going for robot, electing to ignore that nice scientist spot that I saw.
Yeah, going robot right in the middle of the map.
Also
probably
near,
a decent option.
Also near pretty much all the resources, so can't complain with any of those founds.
A robotics HQ
yeah, Blue's a little
upgraded.
unsure with his start. He switches over from the medium aluminum to the high aluminum, usually a better call. Blackmagic's going to manage to take his own high aluminum, not far away. Blackmagic certainly with a little bit better of an opening, it would seem. Got the double steel down, got to buy the aluminum up. I'm a little surprised Blues actually went for the aluminum at HQ1, I'll be honest. Since both players are robots, aluminum didn't start too expensive. Would have been pretty easy to go ahead and secure
Not
40 of that if
you
you wanted to.
Steel's pretty high, iron's pretty cheap. Just sell down a little bit of steel and buy that extra aluminum if you need to.
Exactly, that's really what I would have expected to see. It's exactly the course that Blackmagic took. Blackmagic actually committing to an awful lot of steel early in this game. He's going to be able to make quite a bit of cash off of this before the price, completely tanks and he has to get out of some of it because he doesn't have enough iron. Oh, there he goes. He's going to transition. There we go.
Might as well kill the price before Blues gets the chance to kill the price himself. Blues is going heavily into steel, and Blackmagic
and going heavily into dying.
Shuts down Blues' iron mines.
Yep. Takes him out, buys up a whole bunch of iron. Blues is going to get into iron himself. I don't know if it was the correct decision to convert both of these to iron mines.
Probably just
Could
one.
have been 1 and 1, yeah. As, of course, the reason that the price is high is Blackmagic's keeping it high, and now you have worthless iron mines instead of worthless steel mills. Whereas if you've got 1 and 1, he can only make one of them completely worthless at any given time. Yeah, just a little bit of a stumble on the opener from Blues, I would say, and it's costing him quite badly here. Cheap electronics, I do feel is important to point out right now, as it's going to make these upgrades easy for these players to just sail right on through. Offices at the colony, power's already getting pricey.
Yeah, though, 5 offices and then all these steel mills, that will do a bit of a number to the power price. Speaking of sailing, Blackmagic does get to HQ3. Blues deciding to go for that iron-steel split that you identified a couple minutes earlier.
Yep. Should be a nice move. I'm a little concerned about this elemental quarry that he has. It is pulling in cash. He's got 160 carbon stored up. But I imagine what he wanted to do with this would have been to go ahead and put down wind turbines. He's right next to a cliff, really well positioned to work off the colony with power. But unfortunately, you need to get to HQ level 3 first. And I'm still not seeing a great path to that for Blues. Although that said, not all that expensive to get done. Really going to depend on how aggressive Blackmagic stays with this black market. He did, I think I would consider this a mistake, but he went ahead and picked up a bribe claim off the auction for his last cooldown.
Yeah, go for the power surge, hit Blues steel again, just try and make it as hard for Blues to upgrade as possible.
I'm also a little concerned about these geotherms Blackmagic is going for. They could work out okay, but you do have to very, very carefully defend these. There are spies available, there's dynamite available. You're going to have to spend a lot of cash, a lot of cooldowns getting goon squads up for these. And it's, once again, maybe opening up an opportunity for Blues to more easily try and pull back into this. We're going to see even more steel?
Why not go more steel? Keep driving the price of that power up.
Yeah. Oh boy. Blues did pick up that auction for 14,000 and has started on his wind turbines. Also is steadily moving toward that upgrade, not too far away now. Although it looks like he wants a black market. Actually chooses to goon the wind turbine before even thinking about upgrading.
That is a really... Blackmagic's got to be really happy about this, because that means his first geotherm, which is going to start constructing right now, will be safe for another 40 seconds.
Yep, Blackmagic is probably going to want to goon for that himself. However, he does have this problem right now. This is the other thing I really don't like about these geotherms coming online, is goons are also quite expensive when prices are this cheap. He does manage to get to one. 3.5 is all he had to spend, but still, feels like a lot of cash right now when you just aren't making any money.
Yeah, the problem with both these players going into heavy steel is, well, steel's worth nothing.
Yep, that is a fantastic way to absolutely destroy the steel price. I didn't really like, by the way, Blue's positioning with these wind turbines, although it's going to work out okay since he chooses to commit to the 2 water pumps and he's actually transitioning into different wind turbine sections. That makes it a lot more acceptable. Dust Storm, by the way, coming in 33 seconds. That is going to be a fantastic boon for Blues, and you can see he's actually drawn cash even, has less debt at this point in the game.
Yeah, Blues is recovering from his earlier missteps. He has water, which he's selling down water. I imagine he's keeping... Oh, he's just going to go into perhaps a triangle of wind turbines once he gets enough carbon in. Power at 300, why not?
Yep.
We do have one of Blackmagic's geotherms being blown up.
Yeah, that got blown up almost the instant it started. I was actually concerned that it might have been a bit too fast that it got destroyed, but that's okay. Blues goes ahead. Blues likes to go ahead and guarantee the hit before the goon squad comes out rather than getting greedy with it. Look at all this cash Blues has.
Yeah, 2,000, sorry. The second in power, and that is all pure cash. Blues pulling into a sizable cash lead.
This is genuinely one pretty extreme advantage that Blue's location has over Blackmagic's location, is the ability to so easily transition into these wind turbines. And in a game where you're robot on robot, power can make or break you, and that's exactly what it looks like it's doing this game.
The black market is online.
And again, this is what I'm talking about.
Blackmagic doesnn't have enough money to purchase a goon squad if he wanted to. Blue's recognizing that. He's just going to keep on buying those dynamites, blowing it up.
Blackmagic knows. He knows he had the advantage here. He calls the GG. He hasn't given it up just yet. He's upset about the dust storm, understandably so. I honestly don't think it made too much of a difference this game, though. It accelerated things. But let's be honest, the geotherms were a huge, huge error.
Yeah, the geotherms were a mistake. Staying in steel so long as it got completely unprofitable was a mistake, although Blackmagic did that because he wanted to get both geotherms up. 2 geotherms in a 1v1 is just too greedy.
It's just so much steel, and it's so vulnerable. You have to defend both of them. Meanwhile, Blue's very comfortable just throwing down one goon squad and putting power literally everywhere. Worked out fantastically for him. And I gotta say, buying a claim also probably not the best idea in a 1v1. Just drive that knife in once you've got it positioned.
Yeah. You know, Blackmagic instead goes for another power surge, keeps Blue's steel offline, keeps Blues from upgrading to HQ3, and we could have a very different result.
As Blue says, his HQ level 1 was beyond awful. No doubt about that.
Beyond awful was the last series. This was just awful.
That's fair.
Give yourself a little bit of credit, Blues.
Yeah, Blues went for the 1-1-1. Clearly a weak decision, but he manages to pull through anyway.